Hi, this is David Mastio, California editor for the Center Square, and this is California in Focus. As always, I'm joined by Kenneth Schrupp, a California reporter for the Center Square. Today we're talking about something that confuses me a little bit. Zero down subsidized home loans for illegal immigrants. Is that right?
Yes, David. California lawmakers are now proposing expanding the state's zero down, zero payment home, quote, loan program to illegal immigrants. This is a program that already exists for California residents, but has been so popular that it ran out of funding in just 11 days. This program works by letting people who get approved for home loans, so you have to go out and get your own mortgage approval first before you can sign up for this program. But the state will essentially give you a loan of up to 20% of the home's purchase price, aka your down payment. And then you won't have to make any payments. You won't have any interest charge on it. You just have to give them back their money plus 20% of any appreciation when you transfer or sell the property. If you go ahead and you don't transfer or sell the property, then it's just 20% that you just get to keep forever. You can imagine something like a living trust situation where no transfer officially takes place, and so the state never can get its money back.
Do we know how many people have already gotten these and what level of competition there's going to be between illegal immigrants and regular Americans? Are regular Americans going to wait in the same line with illegal immigrants, or do illegal immigrants get money that's left over?
Well, that's really hard to tell because as far as I can tell, the application doesn't have a question about immigration status. What they're doing with this law being proposed is just they're going to clarify that illegal immigrants are allowed to use this program. This program is only a year old. It started in 2023 with $300 million set aside for 2,300 applicants, and they ran out of funds in just 11 days. This year, to make sure that it's a little more difficult for wealthier people to use this program, they reduced the maximum home income to 120% of county median household income. In some places like Marin County, that still means a couple $100,000 in household income a year would be able to qualify for this program. And that to actually get it, to file an application, you'd have to enter a lottery, which is fair, I guess. I don't know. Is it really fair that housing is so expensive because we can't build any housing that you can sign up for a lottery to have your down payment subsidized? That's going to increase the housing prices for everyone else, but you get to be one of the lucky ones who gets the state's grant money. I don't know.
Who's sponsoring this bill?
This bill is from Assemblymember Joaquin Arambula, who represents Fresno, who says that the social and economic benefits of homeownership should be available to everyone.
And what are its chances of passing?
It's reasonable to assume that this might pass because it doesn't actually expand funding at all. It clarifies an existing program that illegal immigrants might not even be denied under already, won't be denied so for their immigration status. We see in California there's other programs for illegal immigrants that already were available to state residents. We look at Medi-Cal, the state's taxpayer-funded healthcare program that was recently expanded to all illegal immigrants. It'll cost us at least $3.4 billion, this expansion. This year, we assume only 700,000 people will sign up. But who knows? Expanding these benefits, which include access to gender reassignment, could encourage more people to come to California, which raises the cost of this program. Other things that illegal immigrants qualify for are in-state tuition, education, food benefits programs, unemployment. You do have to remember, though, that many do pay taxes of some kind, right? You have to pay sales tax on things you buy, even if you're not paying income tax. You have to pay gas taxes. You can imagine that lower income people who work service-based jobs with multiple job sites have to drive the furthest each day, so they are paying gas taxes. But it's probably not adding up to what the average cost is for a household receiving some kind of assistance.
As we learned from the president's State of the Union speech, the administration is really focused on dealing with the border. Has the Biden administration spoken out about California expanding benefits for for undocumented immigrants?
Not that I can tell. And also, we're noting that most of the shift in border crossings has moved from Texas, where the governor has taken a strong border position, to Arizona and California, where Democratic governors have taken a less stringent border position. These increases in migrant flows towards California are probably going to lead to major budget challenges for border cities like San Diego, who are going to have no choice really but to send people further north or deeper into the country.
And this is at a time when California has a major budget deficit, is that right?
Yes, we do have a $73 billion budget deficit projected for this year. As more working people leave the state, as young people with families, the kind of people that are really the engine of economic growth in the state, aside from the tech industry, which is also just quickly leaving the state for greener pastures in Texas, Florida, or even further north like Idaho or Montana. We're going to see state incomes continue to drop, and it's going to be unclear how we're going to pay for all these benefits for people in the future.
I'm David Mastio with the Center Square, and we've been talking with Kenneth Schrupp, California reporter for the Center Square. You can read his work at thecentersquare.com. Thank you for listening to California in Focus, and please subscribe to our podcast.
Like to stay informed on the go? Audible has an ever-growing selection of audiobooks at your fingertips. Whether it's that classic you've been meaning to get to or the new release you've been waiting for, follow the link in our show description to get 30 days of Audible free.